This has been the type of government that our founders did not want for us. 100%. This has been the most aggressively antagonistic governments that I've ever seen. They're thin-skinned. If you talk about them, they try to shut you down.
Right.
They rather censor you. You had the whole thing with Zuckerberg, which is the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Zuckerberg came out and admitted, and whatever his reasons are for admitting it, I think he's admitting it because he sees the writing on the wall, and he's saying Trump has a bona fide shot at this.
Right.
And just in case Trump wins, I don't want to be in his line of fire.
Right.
So Zuckerberg comes out yesterday and says that the Biden administration contacted his offices and made sure that they censored certain material and that they suppressed other material. And he to his credit, he admitted all final decisions rested with us. But the 90% of the letter was the Biden administration basically forcing him to censor and downgrade stuff.
Yeah.
And this has been the most, over the last 3.5 years, 3.75 years, has been the most banana republic type of government I've ever seen in my life.
For sure.
So all of that leading up to this, first of all, what were your thoughts on the whole Zuckerberg incident? Because it's almost like he confessed, but he did it too little, too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you first read his little manifesto?
I think that when people start doing jujitsu or like getting into fighting, they automatically become conservative. I think it's like a rite of passage now. Like he went to like one UFC event and he's like, okay, that's it. It's like I talked with Sean Strickland and now I'm conservative, whatever it is. No, but like jokes aside,
all that free flowing testosterone. It just it got into his skin and he's like, I'm all right now. I'm conservative now.
I think it is, man. You can't be a lefty and be doing jujitsu. It just doesn't work. You could maybe vote left, but whatever. So yeah, I think that once again, coming from a place where I try not to be nihilistic and black-pilled and everything's a movie and we're all doomed. Like you've seen those online where everything's set up and everyone's fake and Trump's a part of the matrix. Like I hate those comments. I hate these people because it's just, you need hope. You need to see the good in people, even when in my opinion, is the way I was raised. Even the 9 out of 10 times that they burned you, like, maybe that person you might not see good, but it's like, it doesn't mean that the next person you treat because of that person that burned you. That's how I live my life. So I like to assume that if you see Zuckerberg's thing, you can see it one of two ways. You could see the nihilistic way, because he just did an interview after Trump got shot, and he's like, in the interview, he's like, "Whoa, that was pretty badass." Trump got up and he threw his fist up, and he's like, "Wow, that was cool." And people were like, "Zuckerberg's a Trump supporter." The left hated him, then the right was like, "He's not really a Trump supporter. He's setting us up for whatever." Everyone had their opinions, but my point is like, if you actually see it, I'm not even joking. Jiu-jitsu, UFC, conservatism. He's around all these conservative folks and people again. He seems, I've seen tidbits of him where he seems to be getting a little bit closer on his spiritual, religious, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if he's getting more religious or he's eating mushrooms and seeing God. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. But the point is he's getting a little bit more spiritual. You can see it. And hopefully you think that, whether it's over the last few years, a war or 2020 or COVID, whatever it is, you hope that these things can wake you up to some degree. And you say, wow, I trusted the media a little bit too much, or I was the media and I played too much of a role in this, or, the same story that you or I have, or a lot of people have over the last few years specifically. Even if you were already conservative, you became more conservative, or if you were liberal, you became centrist, or whatever it is. Everyone has their journey over the last few years. And maybe Mark Zuckerberg's on his journey too. So I can't be hating on the man. So yeah, a little too late. I agree. But it's better late than never, I guess.
Whether you live at the beach, are going to one, or just want to imagine yourself there, Red Beach Nation has the comfy, patriotic apparel for the occasion. Founded by a former counterterrorism officer and war veteran of both the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, Red Beach Nation is committed to upholding the American values and principles that we all hold so dear. So grab your swag and rep the nation. Visit redbeachnation.com and use the promo code on your screen to save 10% off. Again, that's redbeachnation.com.